Hello, this is a reading from Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji. That's me. And this is a reading today for April 2016 for all of those of you out there that are Taurus. That's your sign, Taurus. So we're going to be doing a reading for you today. And this is a reading, I'll be doing a general reading with my normal deck, which is the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So that'll be kind of our general cards initially. And then we'll be talking about your career, what your career aspects are for the month of April. And this is the Life Purpose deck we'll be using for that. And then the angels guided me to grab a different deck for you guys than I've been using for the other readings. And this is actually an Archangel Power Tarot deck. And so this one is for your money outlook for April. That's what we'll be using for that. And then we have our Archangel Raphael, the healing deck that we'll be using for your health aspects for the month of April. And then last but not least, we have our love and romance, right? And this is the deck we'll be using. It's a romance deck. And these are all decks by Doreen Virtue. They're all angel decks because I'm an angel card reader. That's what I do. So, and this will be your love aspects or your intimate relationship aspects for the month of April. So let's go ahead and get started. All my Taurus people out there, your birthdays are coming up fairly soon, within the next month or so, right? All right. Oops. So the angels, they don't often let me get away with not grabbing some extra cards. So those are ones that we'll actually look at the end. So I do past, present, future type of reading. And the past is the basis of the situation. These are things that you probably already know, things that are already happening for you, and it just shows that connection. And we have Unity card. This is Archangel Sandalphon. And Sandalphon is actually one of my favorite angels. There's some deep connection that I have with him. And so I really do connect with him. And this is the Unity card. And so the unity in the past, or the basis of the situation kind of for this month, and what's been happening for you up until now, is really about you connecting with more spiritual organizations and getting connected and plugged into that community of people that are like you. Okay, so a lot of us that are woo-woos, we're like the weird ones in our family, right? And so you're now discovering that there's a lot of other weird ones out there, and that that's your community. Those are your people. So you're starting to discover those people and getting more plugged in with those type of people. And the same thing, like listening to reading like this, you're plugging in to the kind of people that you resonate with, the people that are into the same kind of stuff that you are. So that's what I'm getting around that. And that can include mentors as well as just regular friends as well. So that's what we've got for past for that. And then we have another 5 card, which is interesting. So this is the 5 of Fire. And this is the present card. So what you need to know or work on right now is what these are for Taurus. And the 5 of Fire is really, I kind of call it the chaos card, because you got too much going on. It's like competing goals. Like you have like so many different things that you're trying to do and you just can't focus. Like, when you have too much going on, it's really difficult to focus. And so part of what you need to do, our dear Taurus, is to just pick a focus and work on that. Get some things done. Then you can go to the next thing, get some things done there, then go to the next thing. It's just too much split energy. And when you do that, it's chaos and you can't focus. You don't get anything done, right? So that's what I'm getting around there. And there's just a lot of details. So something that you're working on right now could be it's a lot of little moving parts and it's kind of driving you crazy. So just to be able to step back and really focus on one piece at a time, right? And then you also may have some conflict around this with others. So you might be butting heads with people around this as well. And so that's just something to know and to be aware of. So as you pick, and I feel like you have, just multiple things going on, but there's one main thing, right? One main thing that really lights you up, and that's what you need to focus on, all right, Taurus? And then we have, for our future card, we have the Seven of Water. And the water cards are all about the depth of emotion, right? And so it's about feeling, it's about like that emotion that you have. And the Seven of Water, as a future card, is really about, there's a decision that needs to be made. And it's kind of complicated. Like there's a lot of aspects to it. And so this is kind of two sides of a coin. So some of you may need to do a little bit more research before you actually make the decision. Others of you are dragging your little feet and you need to stop procrastinating. So you know which one you are and you know what you need to do, right? So either do a little bit more research so you can make the decision, or stop procrastinating. And again, this is a future card, so it'll be something that comes up this month that will come up around that. And you know if you're procrastinating, or if you just don't have enough information to make the decision. So that's what we have for sort of the general. So let's get into the career aspect for Taurus this month in April 2016. And our dear Tauruses, let's see what we've got. Oh, they want me to do 3 in a row on that one, and we're grabbing an extra one there. Okay, 2. All right. So the angels, when we have the channels open, really love to cram as much information as they can in there as possible. So I will try to speak fast if I can. Okay, so regarding your career, this is the card that's coming up around this is letting go. And so part of what needs to happen and what's been happening, so this is a past card, so it's something that's probably already occurred for you. And this is really about you needing to step away, step aside, walk away in order for it to resolve itself. So sometimes when we get too close to something, we can't see a solution. And so just walking away, we get that perspective and we're able to see what it is that we need to do. So I feel like this is something that you've already done. You've had that ability to sort of step back so that you can get that perspective and gain that perspective around that. Okay. And then regarding career, I feel like you're in a little bit of a conundrum. This is options card. And what I feel like around this for you guys is that you have a lot of choices. Like, so there's a lot of different things that you could be doing. And really, things are just open for you. Like you have choices, and how fun is that? Like, I hate to be pigeonholed in one thing, right? So there's some choices and options available to you right now. So kind of relish that, like enjoy the fact that you have different options. It's fun. You don't always, Taurus, have to know everything that's going to be happening, right? This is a time where you need to have a little bit of trust and faith that it's all going to work out, and just kind of be more a little bit playful with it than you have been. Could be so serious, right? And then, so you guys, as a future card, this is the spiritual teacher card, and you have some gifts and some talents in this regard. And what this is really about is it's about being able to heal with, you know, it could be classes, it could be, you know, talks that you do, it could be videos like this, that type of thing. You could be doing like seminars, that type of thing. And it's really just about sharing your knowledge. And there's certain people that can only hear it from you. So it's really important that you step into that. And of course, this is a little bit of a future card, but we are talking about April, right? So to step into that a little bit more and be open to that. You know, public speaking is not going to kill you. Honestly, it's not that big a deal. And the more real you are, the more people connect with you, okay? So don't blow it up and make it into something bigger than it is, right? Which is what I did before I started doing these videos. So I know all about that. So I'm kind of, I'm preaching and not preaching because I've been there, right? So that's what we have for career. Let's continue on with our Archangel Power Tarot cards. And this is going to be about your finances for the month of April and kind of the forecast for what financially, whoops, and I'm sorry, I tend to, when I run out of space, not shuffle on the table. And I know that there's many of you that like to see the shuffling. and what's happening there. Okay, so we're asking me to move these around a little bit. Okay. So, oops, all right. I'm listening. So they talk to me when I'm doing these cards, and they're telling me which ones to grab. And I listen as best I can. Sometimes they end up throwing cards out at me, and I haven't had that happen in a reading yet. I've not been doing them in this fashion very long, so I haven't had that happen yet, but it definitely is a possibility. And then those are typically very important cards when they come through. Okay, I'm just going to set those up there and move this a little bit up so I can actually see these. Okay. So we have, and I don't, for those of you that are used to people reading upside down cards, I turn everything right side up. I don't feel like there's any big meaning behind a reverse card, and so I just don't do that. It's not something that resonates with me. I don't connect with that. So I really look at just the card's meaning, and then the information that I'm getting from my angels and guides, your angels and guides, the information that's coming through will give me, if there is something opposite around it, that will come through. So just to kind of give you an explanation around that. Okay, so we have the Two of Michael. So this is the money aspects, financial forecast for you. And this is the Two of Michael is what we have for the past card. And so again, the past cards are the basis of the situation, things that have already been occurring for you. And this is really about you just needing to make a decision. So I think what happened around this is just you get in your head about stuff, and then you just think it to death, right? Just think and think and think and think, and then you just can't make a decision. So that's kind of what was happening. Hopefully you've made that decision now and found a compromise. So that's what I'm just getting is it's so, takes so much energy to do that, right? You feel in your gut, you can feel in your gut when something's right or not right. And I just think to be more confident and clear with yourself about following that guidance, that intuition, okay? Because that's a lot of energy to expend, to be over analyzing and thinking and thinking and thinking, okay? So stop that, right? So then the second card that we have, so the present, what you need to know or work on right now, this is the Epiphany card, which is 9, Archangel Raziel, and the Epiphany. And this is really, again, I talk a lot about feng shui a little bit and some of this too, because that is my expertise as well. And so 9, I feel like, is always auspicious. It's a good number. It's the last number before the repeat again, and it's about reaching new heights. And so this Epiphany card is really about you opening up to more spiritual growth. So it's like you've had some time with the connecting with like-minded people. So now this is about opening up to more spiritual growth. And so part of what is coming up around this with Archangel Raziel is really about, as you shine your light, that's how money starts flowing to you, okay? As you begin to open up to your gifts and be that light in the world, then more money is going to start coming to you just sort of effortlessly, right? Just really a lot more easily. And part of what you need to do to find the answers to your financial issues right now is to take some time in quiet meditation, okay? So meditation, yes, you can sit still and do the meditation that I did, the grounding meditation. You could do something like that. You can also just do a walking meditation. You can do an activity. You can do draw mandalas or color, that type of thing. That's a form of meditation too, and it gets you out of your head, right? Because the answers aren't up here, they're in your heart, and then they're in your soul. So really, that's where you're going to find them. So kind of quit looking for them out there. They're inside, they're in you, right? Okay. And then we have the future card for the money piece is the Two of Gabriel, okay? Gabriel is, I always think of her as our kind of messenger angel. And this is really about making really big choices. So getting, like I was talking about the videos or getting out into the world, you need to get some courage. And the angels are saying get some balls. So I'm just going to say that because that's what they're coming through. So apparently there's some people that are watching this that can really connect to that. You need to get some balls, be bold, get out there, be courageous. Because as you do this and you make these really ambitious choices, that's where the progress comes. The more risk you take, the more you can grow. It's just, that's the way it is. And the other piece of this is that there's going to be some really important people in your life that are going to share your vision. So if you're married, it might be a spouse that shares your vision. It could be a really good girlfriend that just shares that view, that thing that you're seeing about what it is that you want to do. Okay, so we've got that. All right, and then healing deck. This is Archangel Raphael deck, and this is going to be about your health. So the health forecast for Taurus for the month of April 2016. And we're going to, whoops, they want those two, that one, there we go. Okay, got it. And then that one. So we have, again, so they're kind of beating a drum here, Taurus. This past card is about listening to your intuitive guidance, those intuitive feelings, trusting your gut, right? This is really about, you know, just being grateful that you're hearing the guidance and that you're asking them to speak loudly and clearly. And so I feel like this is a past card, so you're getting better at this. You're getting a lot better at listening to your intuitive guidance, and so that's a good thing. The present card, what you need to know or work on right now, we have detoxification. So detox can be about a number of different things. What I'm getting that this is about right now is detoxing the stuff that you're putting in your mind, okay? So if you're watching a lot of TV, if you are watching a lot of news programs or reading the newspaper a lot, that's a lot of negative junk that you're feeding your mind. And so the angels are like, you need to detox yourself from that stuff, because that is not going to help you move forward. So if you are still, you know, just be mindful. What are you feeding your brain? What are you putting in there? You know, what kind of videos are you watching on YouTube? This is a good one. But what other kind of videos are you watching on Facebook, on YouTube? Who are the people that you're hanging out with, and what are they talking about? Are they complaining all the time? Are they talking about, you know, murders and beatings and what's wrong in the world? Are they talking about what's right in the world? So if you haven't found your people that are more uplifting, that are at higher vibration, please keep seeking them out and just start detoxing some of the stuff that you are putting in your mind, okay? Violent movies is another thing. I personally can't watch them. I'm empathic, and it's really, really tough for me to watch violence. It gets it. And here's the thing about that. And I just heard somebody, I can't remember who said this recently, but it really hit home. So those movies, like, your body, your mind doesn't recognize that that's not real. And so you actually feel those feelings of being in that situation, of that panic, of that fear, of that violence. You feel that. And so really, Taurus, it's time to step back from that kind of stuff and start feeding your mind good things, okay? So we've got inner authority. So listen to your intuitive feelings. And now the future card, we have inner authority. And this, again, is really about following your gut. No one else knows what's right for you but you, Taurus. You're the only ones that know that. And so it's time for you to take back your power around that. So health, what does this mean regarding health? That means paying attention to, you know, if you're getting a sick stomach or bloated or things like that after you eat certain things. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to how your body feels when you don't move it versus when you exercise, right? Those are the type of things we're talking about here. Okay, so romance. We have this is going to be the love forecast for Taurus for April 2016. Are you ready for this? I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good one, Taurus. All right. All right. Got it. Okay. So, Taurus. All right, so the past, or the basis of the situation, you have the very soon card. And this came up, I think, for our Leos as well. And this is really, what it is about, and for you guys, I just feel like, again, it's really about clearly deciding what it is you want. The universe and God, the source, whoever you believe in, cannot help you, cannot bring what you want if you don't know, right? If you aren't clear about what it is that you want, how are they going to bring it to you? It's like a restaurant, and I know people probably have heard this analogy before, but it's like going into a restaurant and saying, yeah, just bring me something, bring me some food. And then you get it and you don't like it, and you're like, oh, this isn't what I wanted. Well, if you're not super clear about what you want, that is what you're going to get. You're going to get like a hodgepodge, or you're going to get crap that you had drawn in before. So just, I feel like you are, it's a past card, so I feel like you are getting more clear on what you want. So I'm probably preaching to the choir a little bit there, but just wanted to make that point to you. Okay, so the present, what you need to know or work on right now, we have religious factors, okay? Religious factors, typically what this is about is your love life is being influenced by that. And so sometimes that can be in a good way, a positive way. Sometimes it can be in an uncomfortable way. So if you and your partner don't agree about religious things, you know, if maybe one of you is more spiritual and one of you is just really more straightforward religious, it just, you know, things can be like not on the same page, and it affects you, you know. So that's something to think about when you're looking for a partner. If you're not, you know, if you're still single, is to get, you know, make sure that you're connecting with somebody that has similar beliefs in that regard. And then if your current partner is not on the same page, really, you know, it's time to sit down and have a discussion about that. Like, and really just talk to each other about, you know, what you believe, what your beliefs are, what you feel, and see if you can't, you know, kind of come to some agreement where you can accept their beliefs, right? And honor them, because we all come from a different place. We all come from different backgrounds and things like that. And there's no right way. Like, what feels right to you is right, okay? So no judgment needed here at all. And, you know, partly this might be what drew you to the person, right? If you have a really juicy, close relationship, that might be how you got connected. Maybe you met at church or something like that, okay? So future for our Taurus, for the romance, we have it's safe for you to love again. I love this card because it's really about letting you know, Taurus, that it's okay for you to open your heart. It really, really is okay for you to open your heart at this point in time. And it's part of what you're doing when you're opening your heart is just opening to receive the highest, best, juiciest relationship possible, right? Whether you're in a relationship, attracting that, the highest form of that relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, attracting that highest, best form possible, right? Okay. So that's what we've got for that. Okay, we've got some extra cards, and so I'm just going to kind of slide these up if I can do that. Okay, some extra cards that are coming in. Holy henna lots. So Gabriel is really watching out for you guys. Gabriel is really here for you, Taurus, this month more than any other. This is the Awakening card, Archangel Gabriel. And what this is really about is about looking at things from a different perspective. So turning things sort of upside down, inside out, looking at it from a completely different angle. And that's why when you see this card, she's upside down in this card. And so it really is about gaining a new perspective, looking at things from a different angle. And always, always, Taurus, it's important to be who you are. Be yourself. That's the most important thing of all, for you to be yourself and not apologize for it. Don't do that, Taurus. Don't apologize for that. So that's our awakening card. And then we have the Knight of Air. And the air cards, again, are all about the intellect, kind of the head stuff, what's going on upstairs. And this is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person. On the other hand, it's about an event or experience. And as a person, this is someone that they're very, very smart. Very, they work like a dog, I feel like, and make decisions very quick and easily. They're good at making decisions, and a little bit idealistic. Like, they really see the positive in things that are going on. They really look for the good in everything. And for those of you that are single, this actually could be someone that you're meeting, that I just feel like there's a connection between the romance piece of it and this person. So this could be the new person coming into your life, could be have these qualities, if you will. Okay, and then things are speeding up for you, as all of us. The energy now is things just faster. It's the year of the monkey. And that's the Chinese year. And so monkeys, if you think about monkeys, they're just very quick. They're always doing things quick. It's not unplanned. Like, they're very systematic about what they're doing, but holy Hannah, do they run fast, right? And so that's what's going to be starting to happen for you. And so really, for you to come up with those creative solutions, you might need to just kind of slow things down for yourself and take a look at your options. So again, we've got that options regarding your career, but it might also be options regarding your love life. So there could be a few different people that are interested in you, and so you have some different options available to you in that regard too. So fun. Okay, so a couple more cards for you regarding your career. This is the leadership card, and this is about taking charge. So whatever's going on in your career, at work, within your work, it's time to step it up. It's time to step up, take control, take charge, okay? Because you're the one right now, Taurus, that needs to do that. There may be other people that have led in the past, and they've done a fine job, but now is the time for you to step up and be that leader that you are, okay? So quit avoiding that. I'm just going to say there's some of you that have been avoiding stepping into the leadership role, and it's really time for you to step up, okay? And many of you, and this is the children card and related to life purpose, so your career. So many of you have your life purpose involves helping children, teaching, healing, being able to relate to them. Sometimes this is related to actually raising your own children, and oftentimes, though, it's related to helping other children, okay? So in that just means that you have, kind of like the Pied Piper, they listen to you, they follow you, they can understand what you're explaining to them. So it's important to embrace that, because these kids really, really need your help right now, okay? So making sure that you're doing that. All right. And then a couple more extra cards from the money piece of things. So here's the deal with this one. This is the Knight of Michael. Okay, I'm just going to show you that Knight of Michael. And what I'm getting around this for money-wise is you need to act quickly, okay? There's an opportunity that's coming up for you that it's not going to be there forever, and you need to make a decision, and you need to make it logically, like think logically about it rather than emotionally, okay? So what makes sense to do? And so it's just a sudden change, something you need to do very, very fast. So make sure that you're doing that. And then we have the Justice card, which is Archangel Raguel. And this is related to money for you, Taurus. And what this means is that the money that you have coming to is coming to you is going to come. You know, the things that you are justly owed will come back to you. Okay. A great way. I'm just going to give you a really quick feng shui tip, which they're telling me might apply to some of you. So if you have a back door in your wealth area, if you're standing at your front door, so let's say this is your front door, your wealth area is going to be the far back left corner of your home. Okay, that's your wealth area. So how many of you have a door in your wealth area? So this could be a garage door. If you have a garage that's attached to your home, that's included. So if your garage is on the left-hand side of your house, and you have a door in the back of it, that could be a door in wealth. Or sometimes people have a sliding glass door, like in a kitchen, or a door that goes out to a patio, that type of thing. So if you have a door in wealth, what I want you to do is I want you to hang a bell on it. And I really like brass bells, and you should like the sound of it. Better yet, if you can get like a 9-inch red ribbon, like cut a ribbon 9 inches long, because 9 is about reaching new heights, right? So that 9-inch long ribbon, tie that. So tie the bell to the door, and that's going to help call the money back in that's owed to you. Okay, that's something that's really, really going to help you right now. So there are going to be some rulings in your favor, that type of thing, and they're just wanting you not to give up. Okay, it's coming. It's going to come back around to you. Okay, so just trust that. Have faith in that. All right, and then. Okay, so regarding health, we have expect a miracle card. Okay, so if you've been really frustrated with something that's going on in your health right now, really just be open to that miraculous healing and that miraculous intervention, you know, kind of where the angels and guides come in and help. God comes in and helps and just changes the situation so that things really do shift for the better for you. So expecting that miracle goes probably 75-90% that way to experience that miracle. Okay, your diet. Taurus, you got to look at your diet. A lot of us do right now. Take a look at what you're eating, what you're feeding your body, and ask Archangel Raphael to help you make better choices in that regard, okay? Because this junk, you know it's not making you feel good, right? You don't feel good when you eat it. I mean, maybe when you're ingesting it, you feel good because it tastes good. But afterwards, you feel like crap. Like, you got to figure this out, okay? You got to figure that out. And that's big message for you in April here. Okay. 2 last cards. We have the romantic feelings card. And so what this is really about is those feelings that you're having are worth exploring. So if you're having some romantic feelings about a friend or an acquaintance or somebody that you're just like, ooh, I kind of like this person, right? It's worth exploring. So go ahead and do that and have some fun with that. And then this card has been coming up for a lot. And I can't remember if it was both Aries and Leo that got this, but this is the Healing Family Issues card. And this is really kind of what's happening for a lot of people right now. Stuff that's coming up is related to like your family history, might be your own history, like when you were growing up, different things like that, or your parents. It can even be ancestral, like going back further than that. And really things are coming up now so that you can heal them. Things are coming up so that you can take a look at them and decide, that's not what I want. I want something different for my life. I want something different for this next relationship. Okay, so that is what we have, Taurus. Enjoy your month. Hop over to my website, findingyourfiji.com, for more information about feng shui. I have Angel JV giveaway that I'm doing right now. So I'm giving away my Archangel Insight Guide, which gives you a lot more nitty-gritty and details around how you can connect with your angels and guides. And then I also have a feng shui gift in that. And if you're interested in a personal private reading, I do those over the phone. If you're out of the country, out of the United States, I can do those over Skype as well. And it's really helpful. It gives you really that personal guidance on issues that you might have, and just that comfort, like knowing that you're on the right path, or if you're having trouble with the decision, you know, just giving you that perspective and that guidance that you need. It's so helpful, and it's really something that's needed now. So that's what I have for you. I honor you. I send you love and light, and all good things for the month of April, Taurus. Have a good one. Bye-bye.